Hey Forrest, longtime listener, first time caller here. So I run a coaching business and I've got 10 sales reps. We've got decent speed to lead, but the one area we're struggling with is no-shows. I'm getting ghosted left and right. I'm getting more ghosted on my work calendar than I am on the dating apps. So could you help me improve my no-show follow-up and close? And is there a way to just mitigate no-shows altogether? Any help you can give me with my CRM and my dating life would be great. Thank you.
Trust me, I cannot help with your dating life. Actually, maybe a good idea is take those folks that are no-showing you or ghosting you in real life and put them through this system in close. In reality, I think no-shows are a massive problem, especially in this industry. There's no way to magically make them disappear. I think a lot of people are dealing with a no-show rate of 40 or 50%. This is elevated with people that are dealing with consumers or people who are interested in a coaching product or starting their own thing, because this is really on their own time. You know, something comes up in work or something comes up in their life and they have to cancel. So no shows are going to happen. I first and foremost recommend whatever calendar software you use, have them send the follow-ups and the SMS that goes out and confirms the meeting. But then there are some things we can do in close to make sure that we're not missing no-shows, because no-shows essentially are a qualified lead. You've qualified them, booked a meeting with them, and beyond being a qualified lead, they've showed a ton of interest. They want to get on a call with you. So these are folks that a lot of people take a no-show and then they never reach out again. That is a huge missed opportunity. And so I'm going to show you a couple really simple things you can do in close to help with that. Put the phone down so we can get to work. The first thing that I recommend doing is you're going to think about from the perspective of the rep. They're going to pull up the lead. They're getting on the call, the Zoom call, or whatever it is, and you've got a meeting, an opportunity already booked in a status called Discovery Set. So for me, I create these statuses here: Discovery Set, Discovery Had, and No Show. And when somebody books a meeting, they create the opportunity in Discovery Set. And so what's going to happen is while they're sitting on that call, they're going to basically send an email or reach out and say, hey, I'm on the call, or you're not going to make it. I usually have a template that says no show 1. We can try to rebook right away. We send this. What the rep's going to do is, instead of just sending this, they're going to say, if no reply, enroll in a workflow. And I usually say tomorrow instead of in 1 week. And then they can pick the no-show workflow. This no-show workflow can send emails, can send SMS. I typically recommend leaving it at email and SMS. A couple email, a couple SMS, basically sending out and saying, hey, we didn't connect, we were supposed to connect, can we reconnect? This means that even if nothing else happens, you're communicating with this person, trying to get them back on the phone. The other thing that I typically recommend doing is they can change this status to no-show so that it becomes clear. So they change the status to no-show, they send this email to try to rebook, and that's kind of good to go. The other thing that I do is, because I don't want my reps wasting a ton of time chasing these down, if you have a different team, a rep team and a setter team, like closer team and a setter team, then the closer team, I don't want chasing this down. I want my setter team chasing this down. Now, if it's all one team, you're still building it out, that's okay too. You can still use this system. They'll just use both of these. But essentially, I'd have the closer send this out. Then I'd have this no-show red flags smart view. And I have a couple smart views here. So for my setter team, I would have priority number 1 is this, priority number 2 is this, and priority number 3 is this. And I actually number them 1, 2, and 3. And you can do that by just adding the 1 in the name. So they would see, okay, this is priority number 3. Every day when I'm done with these calls, I have to go to my no-show red flags. And this is a list they can just call through. And they can call through, and basically the filters are really simple. Current opportunity status is no-show. We do not have an upcoming meeting scheduled. There is no incomplete task, like if the closer had a specific incomplete task they want to follow up with. And we haven't contacted them in the last 24 hours. Now, I might change this from last communication because they're going to get some of those automated emails in the workflow to call. So you would come into calls and you'd come to find the latest call, and you'd say the date is not within the last 24 hours. And this is to say they're still in all of these filters, meaning we haven't booked a meeting, they're in the no-show status, and we haven't called them in the last 24 hours. This allows your setter team to go through this list every day, and if they book a meeting, all they're going to do is change this to discovery set and book the meeting with the rep. So that allows you guys to make sure no-shows are missed, and it should work flawlessly for a coaching business. Not so sure how it will work for a dating life. Best of luck. And as always, if you have any questions, give us a shout.